Right, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're all doing well wherever you happen to be in the world right now. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, dropping a like on the video to get me out to a wider audience, and any comments or questions that you may have, please feel free to leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I've been away for 2 or 3 weeks. I say away, I mean not been making videos. There's been like a sickness bug or norovirus or something in my house. It's been like chaos. It's just not been very nice. We've all been quite unwell. Yeah, I was vomiting all last week. My youngest with autism, he wasn't well, and that's a tricky one to deal with. So finally they're back at school and I can crack on with making videos and having a look at things. I'm completely out of touch with what's been going on in the crypto market, with what's been going on in Drip, which is what I'm going to cover today, because I understand a few things have happened while I've been away. So I'm just going to do this on the fly and just have a quick look at what's going on, see what my force is looking like, because I compounded the other day and I know I've hit 10,000. I said I wouldn't make a video until I hit 10,000 or some other criteria were met, that being the UI or Drip Drop Draw being launched. I think we're somewhere in the middle, like in a state of flux at the moment, whereby it's like more talk about it happening, but it's not actually happened. So let me just get a grasp of what's going on with the market as a whole. So we've got a market cap of $1.06 trillion, which I believe is down from my last videos, but we're up 1.22% today. Bitcoin is trading just above $26,000. 24-hour trading volume fairly low, $28 billion. Bitcoin dominance is high, 47.7, so that's up since I last recorded. Throughout the rest of the top 10, Ethereum still trading below $2,000, so it looks like we have lost some gains over the last few weeks. I've literally not looked at crypto at all. Cardano is, wow, that's down below 30 cents. There's some nice buying opportunities here. That's down 20% over the last week. Doge is of no interest to me. Solana's down 22%. It's still in 10th place though. Polygon's down 21%. Everything's bleeding out, so you know it's not looking good. As for risers over the last 24 hours, for God, I have absolutely no reason why that or Luna would be up. Terra Classic would be up 13% or 12% over the last 7 days, but it looks like there's not a lot of movement. And maybe people are actually coming to the realization that we aren't actually in a bull run at the moment. We're just in a situation whereby price is appreciated organically, without really any fundamental factors behind it. I don't believe there's going to be a massive bull run until 2024, second half, maybe Q3. Moving into 2025, I'd see things starting to go quite well after the halving. Traditionally 6 months after that, we see the price grow exponentially. So let's have a quick look at Drip on CoinMarketCap to see how that's comparing with the rest of the market. Sorry, my computer's freezing slightly here, probably due to lack of use, but here we go. Right, so we're currently trading at 28 cents according to this, but I just looked at the DEX, it was 30 cents, but there has always been that slight differential, blah, blah, blah. Can't think of the right word, my brain's still not, I still don't feel right, like when you've been, I don't know if you ever had this where you've been like, had nausea, you've been vomiting, you've not been able to eat for about a week. It just takes a while to come back to feeling normal. I can't even explain it, but I'm probably just going to waffle on and talk a load of bollocks in this video like I normally do. So Drip sitting on 25,000 watch lists, trading at 28 cents, down 0.87% against the US dollar, down 1.38% against Bitcoin. I'm interested in the sentiment really. That's what all of this market cap, and that's all bollocks. It's not confirmed. It's all speculation. Right. So Drip, we call these creatures Doge tubers, and they're all the pettiest, most miserable scammers to the moon and nothing else. No data analysis, none of the I can't even be bothered to read that. Go to the latest thing to see what people are saying. So here's the realization I just made from the data I just queried from June Analytics. As of right now, 3 million Drip can be minted every 24 hours frequency, and if every account that has not reached match claim, the initial amount right now will be much higher, because there are accounts that haven't claimed since the inception of the deposit. So the fact that we have an average 200k daily Drip minting range, honestly, I can't even be asked. This is a terrible video, but I can't be asked to read it. When Drip Fudders talk, they sound like broken records. When Moon Boys talk about utilities and call for multiple all-time highs, crickets, I'm actually getting a bit bored with this. So it's a mixed bag. You've got like lovers and haters. I'm somewhere in between. Let's have a look at my faucet. So we're over here now. I've got 100 drip to compound. That's worth $30. I hit 10,000 drip, I think, yesterday. What do I think of the new UI? It looks much more professional than the old one. You can see there's some work gone into it. So I've got just over 10,000 drip. My max payout at the moment is 36,000. I like this little feature where it tells you how far you are from max wallet. So 102 days till max wallet. Obviously, I don't have a team. This is all done completely off my own back, organically, my own money that I've invested. What else? So this is drip, drop, draw. It's not ready yet. So we're trading at 31 cents currently on the actual native DEX, which differs from the price on TradingView and on CoinMarketCap. So I imagine, I don't know, do people buy on PancakeSwap? Do they take an arbitrage opportunity? I'm not entirely sure. Possibly. This is me just purely speculating. What will drip, drop, draw do when it is finally launched on the market? I'm not entirely sure either. One can only speculate. I've watched a couple of Kenneth's videos when I was laid up in bed. And he's still talking about a $50 drip, a $100 drip, but to me that just seems quite ludicrous at the moment. So if drip was $100, so I'm making like 100 drip a day at the moment, so that means I'm going to be making 10 grand a day. I mean, I would love it to be true, but I just don't see how that's going to happen. There's going to be so much, because all he likes to talk about is buy pressure and sell pressure. I imagine there would be a hell of a lot of sell pressure where people with maxed wallets, what's that? They're going to be getting like 270 drip a day, 27 grand a day. You know what I mean? It's like you're going to be feeling a slight amount of pressure to sell in that instance, in my opinion. So I think these ludicrous price predictions are they're just foolish, really. It's just complete nonsense. I could potentially see a $1, $2 drip, $5 drip at an absolute max. I think if I'd be happy with a $1 drip, that would be like a nice little bit of passive income. If the people do go for this drip, drop, draw, are people going to be wanting to sacrifice? Let's have a look, see if they've got anything active on here. Win big by depositing or sacrificing a little in drip, drop, draw, the layer 2 protocol for drip. Players will help lock away drip in the faucet, reduce minting, deflate circulating supply, increase reservoir liquidity, and increase their own drip deposits. Similarly, by participating regularly. So obviously this isn't ready yet. It's just, speculation. I think that will reflect in the charts. I also noticed they've moved the garden over here onto the drip page, which, sorry, my computer's appalling today. It's probably, the video's terrible, so is my it doesn't tell you the dollar value of what your seeds are. I've just recently planted these about half an hour ago when I was just literally fired up my PC for the first time in God knows how long. And I think I planted about 50 million plants, but it doesn't tell you the dollar value anymore. So I've got 550 million plants, which I don't know if that's a lot or if it isn't. All I've done is just been quietly just compounding them as the years of, not years, oh dear, what's happened there? I need to refresh that. Maybe a little bit of bug in the system there. But I do like this dashboard, it looks quite clean. Everything's there for you to see. The price over the last 24 hours up 3%, down 3% over the last 7 days, and up 7% over the last 30 days. 156 new players in the last 24 hours. So I'm not going to be hypercritical because I can't be. This is much. It looks good. It looks decent. You can see the total value of my deposits are up to just over $3,000. So it is looking slightly better than it was not long ago. If we go to my chart on TradingView, you can see like a while ago we did break. I think this is around the time things started to go wrong for me. Like things were people start getting sick a couple of weeks ago when we were below this sort of what I called critical support, when I thought that we would head to 15 cents. Didn't happen. There was some sort of some price reaction around that area. There's no divergence or anything to have caused it or anything. Technically, we have pushed above the daily 50, failed to break the daily 100, but being above the daily 50 puts us into more bullish territory. My assumption would be that here, let me just move that out of the way, that this candle here on the 6th, would I be right in saying that that's when the new UI was launched, and that's what caused this price appreciation? Probably on the back of anticipation that Drip Drop Draw would be launched around that time. But that seems to be on hold for the time being. As you can see, we've been selling off ever since, and could potentially be coming to test this 26 cent range again, which for me is like a very key level, because we've tested it there. It held very strong support after there was a massive sell-off, continually. If I condense that somewhat, when we were like at $10, it just sold off, and it came down. It was a falling knife, and people were saying they were DCAing in throughout that time. They weren't DCAing in. What they were doing was throwing good money after bad. But these people have probably kept Drip where it is. I need to watch a few videos and see what people have been saying, like within the community, because like I said, I'll keep repeating myself. I've been unwell. I've hardly been looking at YouTube. I've been looking at Kenneth's video from time to time, because they're quite amusing and they do cheer me up somewhat. I'm actually starting to quite like him, believe it or not. So yeah, I think it's just a case of people are waiting for Drip Drop Draw to be launched, and what sort of reaction will that have? Can it drive us back up to 50 cents even? Even that would be a win in my opinion. At the moment, things don't look good chart wise. Well, they look better than they did at the end of May. We're into 6 months. We're half the year's gone already. That's just insane. Time flies. Where were we in the beginning of January? So we were up. So even in January, we were up around nearly $1. So since January, it's just been bad. Since this little pump here on the 29th, we're 77 cents, and we're down. Less than half of that now, price wise. I'm just rambling on now. I've got a really dry mouth. I still don't feel great. I just thought I'd touch on Drip, because I said I would when I hit 10,000. I said that it would be at 15 cents possibly. What would happen first, that or me hit 10,000 or the utility be launched? Looks like I hit 10,000, because they've launched the UI, but the utility has yet to follow. Fingers crossed that when it does launch, everyone that's been compounding and holding this for so long can be richly rewarded for their patience. So good luck to everyone out there. Sorry, this is just a bit of a rambling video. I just wanted to touch on it because I haven't made a video for a while. And yeah, I wish you all well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I wish you all the best, and bye for now.